I just found out 2 weeks ago that I have, I don't know that term, nodules on my thyroid, and will have a biopsy next week. What do you say to Audrey?
Well, Audrey, first off, my prayers to you for that. But yeah, nodules are somewhat common. I mean, they're not very common, but they are a very common cause of a low functioning thyroid or high functioning thyroid, hyperthyroidism. So with those nodules, it is a sign that you are in a level of thyroid disease. The good hope is that you go. What did God say? Here are all the benefits. I will forgive your sins and heal your diseases. So first off, with that prayer, my advice is to adopt as much as possible a whole food plant-based diet, eliminating, right, animal foods from our diet and increasing the consumption of whole plant-based foods. I know another thing too, Scott, is unfortunately a lot of us we put too much. And there is always a place and time for medicine, right? I still prescribe medications. I prescribe, synthroid medication, thyroid replacement medications. There's also medications for hyperthyroidism that are very effective. That without that medication, people would really waste away. This disease really is a concern. I mean, if you think about the train conductor thing, right? When it comes to hypothyroidism, if the train shuts down, what happens to the body? All right. If the conductor gets off the train, right, and says, you know what, I'm out of commission, the train, hypothyroidism, this is really rare, but it could be so bad that you can go into a coma, right?
I was going to ask you this because some people may rush and just quit their meds. Is there a, acute or cardiac risk there that you've got to be careful about how you try to reverse this?
Yeah, especially with hyperthyroidism, there's a cardiac risk, higher risk of heart attacks and strokes. So you want to make sure you're working with your physician, you're checking your levels with frequency that your doctor's recommending. As you're making changes to your diet, they're going to check the levels and it's going to respond. It might take some time, whether it's because you're replacing iodine because you're iodine deficient. It might take some weeks, right, to start producing those thyroid hormones in a healthy level. And same with diet. It takes time. So be patient with yourself. Keep taking the medication, but still push your doctor. Sometimes you got to push your physician a little bit because sometimes we do lean back and just let the medicine do its thing, right? So we assume that you don't really want to change your lifestyle. But if you're changing your lifestyle, you're making these changes, push your doctor a bit. Let them know, hey, I'm changing my diet. I think I may not need that medicine. Can you start weaning off? Can I cut back the dose a bit? And they'll be willing to do it.
Is it possible to go from hyper to hypo?
Actually, yeah, that can happen. Actually, it's common even that someone can go from having Graves' disease to, high. Look, then the idea with that is that the body has now gotten to the point where it started off as hyper because of the autoimmune attack, and now it's almost, I guess, tired, and now it's become hypo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you, Lisa. All right. The Baharat says, please let me know natural solutions for hyperthyroidism.
Okay. So same things we've been talking about, right? So you want to eat foods that are going to help your immune system, right? And help calm down inflammation and avoid animal foods that are triggering inflammation and possibly autoimmune destruction of tissues.
Yeah. So same way you'd approach the hypo.
I know we always want something miraculous and like some kind of wonder, but God's ways are simple, man.
I love how your answer to diabetes and hyperthyroid and its opposite, hypothyroid, and everything is the same.
Thinking, oh, this guy is saying the same thing all the time. Where you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah, can't you come up with something original, Lewis? No, actually, God's the original, original God, the original diet that He gave to us.